Have you ever looked at an old DVD player and wondered, is there anything useful inside it? What if I told you that the tiny motor hiding inside that dusty device can turn into a powerful little tool for your workshop? Let's start simple. I've got two random wires here. Nothing fancy, just regular insulated copper wires. Now, inside every DVD player, there's a small DC motor that spins the disc. That's the heart of this project. Carefully remove the motor from the DVD drive housing. You'll notice two small metal terminals on the back. That's where we'll connect our wires. Take the first wire and connect it to one motor terminal. Then take the second wire and connect it to the other terminal. It doesn't matter which wire goes where for now. We're just creating a simple power connection. Make sure the wires are tight. If needed, twist them around the terminals or solder them for a stronger connection. Now pause for a second. It doesn't look like much, right? Just a tiny motor with two wires hanging off it. But this is where the transformation begins. In just a few minutes, this small motor will turn into a spinning sanding machine capable of sharpening a knife. And the best part, it costs almost nothing. Let's power it up. Now we need power. I'm using a 12-volt DC connector, the kind you might find on an old router, lead strip adapter, or laptop accessory. Before connecting, double-check your adapter output. It should say 12V DC. That's perfect for most DVD motors. Take the positive wire from your 12V connector and connect it to one of the motor wires. Then connect the negative wire to the other motor wire. If your wires are exposed, twist them securely together. For a permanent setup, soldering is recommended. Now here's the exciting part. When we plug this in, the motor should spin. But we're not plugging it in just yet. Why? Because first, we need to turn this spinning motor into an actual sanding tool. And this next step is what makes everything work. Now grab a piece of sandpaper. Medium grit works great for sharpening knives, something around 120 to 220 grit. Place the small, round plastic gear or disc from the DVD motor onto the sandpaper. Use it as a guide and trace a circle around it. Now carefully cut out that circle. Take your time. The more precise the circle, the smoother the sanding will be. Once cut, apply a thin layer of strong glue to the round gear. Super glue or contact adhesive works well. Press the sandpaper circle firmly onto the gear. Make sure it's centered properly. If it's off balance, the motor may vibrate when spinning. Let it dry for a few minutes. Now attach the gear back onto the motor shaft. And just like that, you've created a mini sanding disc. Let it dry for a few, but does it actually work? Let's find out. Moment of truth. Plug the 12V charger into the socket. Watch carefully. The motor starts spinning. And now that small sandpaper disc is rotating at high speed. It may be tiny, but don't underestimate it. Let's test it on a knife. Hold the knife carefully at a slight angle and gently bring the blade edge toward the spinning sandpaper. You'll immediately see tiny sparks or metal dust as it begins smoothing the edge. Move slowly and evenly. Don't press too hard, let the motor do the work. After a few passes, test the sharpness. And just like that, the edge is noticeably sharper. From something that most people throw away. This tiny project proves that creativity is more important than expensive tools. Imagine what else you could build from scrap electronics. Now let's try scissors. Open the scissors and gently touch one blade at a time to the spinning disc. Again, smooth and controlled movements. Who would have thought that an old DVD player could become a practical mini knife sander? After sanding both sides, try cutting paper. You'll notice the difference instantly. Clean cuts, smooth action, all powered by a recycled DVD motor.